Dear friends of our only planet, welcome to Geobotany and Beyond. I am a naturalist professor at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. I am concerned with the situation of Gaia. In Geobotany and Beyond, I share over 40 years of my adventures and research from tropical mountains and islands, mostly from Brazil. Having watched the movie Idiocracy from 2006 may help you understand this warning. It is no longer science fiction from a far future. It is becoming a serious hindrance to the planet we call home. Herein I exemplify the risks of playing God by introducing genes from a bioluminescent mushroom into those of a flowering plant and marketing the result. Bioluminescence is a fascinating phenomenon which naturally occurs in some rare marine organisms such as plankton, jellyfish, squid, and fish. On land, it is known from fungi, millipedes, and insects. Natural bioluminescence in a flowering plant was reported only once in the cactoid Brazilian milkweed Euphorbia phosphorea in the early 1800s by the botanist Carl von Martius. According to Martius, the latex of this species glowed when heated gently, as also repeated on many herbarium labels, and then in the 1902 novel Rebellion in the Backlands by Euclides da Cunha. In 1887, Rodrigues also suggested this bioluminescence might be due to association with fungi, which was kind of before his time. However, no recent proof of this bioluminescence has been published. I sampled this really interesting species in several mountains of Bahia and Goiás in Brazil, and it never really twinkled. Petunia is a plant genus naturally endemic to South American grasslands, in the same family as potatoes, tomatoes, chilies, and eggplants. Bees, hawk moths, and hummingbirds are chief pollinators of petunias. The large attractive flowers with variation in color make petunias popular houseplants worldwide, and many are cultivars which have been created. The company LightBio has genetically modified petunia plants to glow in the dark by inserting genes from a glowing mushroom species. They dubbed them Firefly Petunias and have been marketing them since 2024 in the US. Their website still has appealing phrases invoking meditation, reflection, and tranquility. Firefly Petunias were allegedly sold out since they were placed on the market. Consumers love such novelties, but often do not fathom the potential impacts to nature. As a seasoned biologist, I have been trying to warn the scientific community. I submitted short notes to journals such as Time, Nature, and Science. The Firefly Petunia GMO represents environmental threats apparently unforeseen by its creators. Fireflies might love it the most, and thus perish by its deception. My letter received some recognition from those editors who bothered to reply, but they all chose not to publish them. Nature liked it, but refused. Time refused it, and science never bothered to answer. So I came up with the phrase, only time will show if nature can take what science created. The USDA and some famous media promote GMO petunias. People can see them as incredible futuristic plants. Nobody, however, addressed their environmental and health risks, yet they are being marketed, as were the untested COVID vaccine. Time magazine chose Firefly Petunia as one of the best inventions and the most impactful products of the year 2024. This is probably why they never replied to my letter of concern. Scientific American magazine promotes their sale, saying that the engineered Firefly Petunia emits a continuous green glow thanks to genes from a light-up mushroom. So here are some of my concerns about GMO Firefly Petunias. The Light Bio frequently asked question page states that our Firefly Petunias are protected under patent, and as such propagation and breeding are not permitted. These petunias are sold exclusively for personal use. But have they talked to the insects? In 2024, the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service of the U.S. Department of Agriculture issued a regulatory status review response, simply stating that this GMO does not pose an increased plant pest risk compared to other cultivated petunias. This document seems to have vanished from their site. In petunias, the spontaneous cross-pollination of different cultivars near one another by bees is known among gardeners. So how could the USDA approve them so soon without a lot of lab testing? The link promising further information on the Light Bio site is a dead end. It simply says that the requested link could not be found, yet the plants are still being marketed on the internet. As of this year, APHIS also approved other plants with bioluminescent genes imported from fireflies and marine bacteria. But has someone evaluated the safety of these GMOs for nature, not just for agriculture and immediate human health? The document is concerned only with the risks to agriculture in the US and the legality of patents. Even more recently, glowing genes were also inserted into Phalaenopsis orchids by a group at Chiba University in Japan. The teaser reads, "These glowing wonders will bring a little spooky charm to our green space." What is the spooky to me is the fact that this marketing has been going on for 2 years now, and journals often read by scientific community, and nobody dares say that the king is naked. As a kid, I also used to cross petunia varieties, Mendel style, but without the statistics, and was fascinated by the resulting different corolla patterns. Furthermore, horizontal gene transfer has been observed in some members of plants in the petunia family by agrobacterium. When firefly petunias are grown near other solanaceae crops such as potatoes, peppers, or tomatoes, the resulting hybrids will be an unpredicted potential environmental and health risk. A further and very likely additional impact of firefly petunias is that they shall attract fireflies and other light-seeking organisms, making the latter easy targets for spiders and other predators at night. Is someone still concerned with the planet which we live on? When a plant imitates something attractive to an insect but does not provide the expected reward, ecologists call it deception. In this case, the light emitted by the firefly petunia has the same wavelength as that used by fireflies to attract mates. But the GMO plants are larger and may shine brighter and longer than fireflies. Where would you go if you were a firefly seeking to mate? Spiders will soon be feasting on fireflies attracted to glowing petunias. There is already a mass extinction of insects going on. Firefly petunias may well just add wood to this fire. When we see those GMO night-shining angiosperms, I wonder whether they were always brilliant or whether our eyesight is just getting crisper. The misspelling is intentional. The Judgment Call podcast site does express concerns about firefly petunias, but only their apparent commercial failure. It does not address any environmental risks exemplified herein. The next time you pass a glowing potato or tomato field at night, will you just blame the bumblebees? And do look forward to our next presentations. Firefly petunias seem not to be our brilliant future.